Hi, I'm Michael Breen, and welcome to DVD2 in the Metamodel series. In this DVD, I'm going to teach you how to use the metamodel to create some pretty magical effects using language. I'm going to show you some new ways to ask questions using the metamodel. I'm going to show you how the more so-called advanced or complicated language patterns fit within the structure of the metamodel. And the third thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to work with communication in such a way that you can become more naturally persuasive without having to do any of the arm twisting or what I call hobnozzle defognostication in order to get somebody to become a little more compliant. One of the things I'm going to show you in this DVD is how to use the metamodel more in the context of business and problem solving rather than in the therapeutic context one ordinarily hears about the metamodel. I've thought for a long time that NLP is overrepresented in the realms of therapy, and not enough people have learned how to apply the tools effectively in a business context. My work is mostly as a management consultant, and so I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can use the metamodel in order to help you better facilitate other people, solve problems, generally help them get better results. In addition to the metamodel, you might have heard that there are several other models of language that we use in NLP, for example, the Milton model or sleight of mouth. And some people find it confusing that there seems to be such a proliferation of different approaches to language. But it actually doesn't have to be that complicated. If we step back from the historical development of each of these models and we look at the patterns themselves, what you start to notice is that each of them works in relation to the compass that we've talked about before and the structure of the metamodel as I outlined to you in DVD1. Now, in terms of the Milton model's been described as the inverse of the metamodel. And that inverse comes from the notion that the metamodel was originally used to describe the process by which therapists would interview people and basically get them to become more specific. In the Milton model, which was studying the patterns of hypnotist and psychiatrist Milton H. Erickson, Erickson seemed to be going in the opposite direction, creating so-called artfully vague language. Well, even though Erickson was creating artfully vague language and using language in an apparently different way than one would use when one's using the metamodel, the patterns will all fit together within the context of the compass and the structure of the metamodel as we've outlined it before. So it's not about learning a new model of language, it's about applying the same model in a slightly different way.